welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Los Angeles, California is the scene for the Lakers. The intimidation factor looms large. Anthony Davis is locked in and focused on winning, trying to lead his team as they wind up for the Battle of LA. The epicenter, downtown Los Angeles.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, coming right up, the Los Angeles Clippers taking the floor against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers.
Well, we can find... And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Phoenix to take on the Suns. And now the Lakers starting group. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And it's LeBron in at the three. And for the Clippers, the two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's Harrell in at the center.
You know, not many people want to step in front of LeBron. Once he gets up a full head of steam, can't say I blame him.
Leonard, no luck.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range. I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball. Very sparing with his turnovers.
Just 5 on the clock. James, the bounce pass. Here's Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And when you give Kuzma that shot, he is going to let it fly. He is so confident in his mid-range.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Clippers. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best. We're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
That's interesting, David. Thanks. The team believing, Greg, its success is tied specifically to how well they shoot.
And how do you set that up? Run the plays the way they were designed and just share the basketball.
And also try to get out and run, get some open looks from distance before the defense can set up.
And for Kawhi, he never seems like he's forcing the issue offensively.
I mean, he has studied the post games of Michael Jordan, and being able to score at all three levels has made the game easy. With his strength and his turnaround jumper, he can get his shot off with ease.
Leonard with the steal. Williams passes to Harrell. Back to Williams. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And George kicks to Beverly. Back to George. Three-pointer.
Oh my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
Paul George with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Williams finds Leonard. Got a piece of it. Over in the corner, Williams. 6 to shoot. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Now let's check out some stats for George. Great showing for him last season. Last year, checking in at 28 points per game. 8 rebounds and just over 2 steals. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kuzma passes to Rondo. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Davis kicks to Green. Trying to get open is Kuzma. And Green gets it to go.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Opening day, Steve, for some teams it's a fresh start, and for others it's the first step towards settling unfinished business, taking care of what they didn't do the previous season.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I think those teams that came very close to maybe winning the championship or being there, those are the guys that are hungry. Those are the organizations. They are chomping at the bit to start the season.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on George.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Off target from three-point range. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 9-1 run. Davis finds James. Bounce pass Davis. And James with the basket on the assist by Davis. And that's now 6 points for LeBron. And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set. And you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing. Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Over to the wing. A baseline J. Rebound by Harrell. Clippers trailed by 9. Poked away. Rondo with the steal. It's Davis with the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
This is what AD is actually trying to do. Bake the defense, draw fouls, and he's thinking get himself to the line.
And he's a great scorer, but Anthony Davis's defensive impact, Smitty, perhaps even greater. Do you think he has a chance to ever win Defensive Player of the Year?
Without a question, Kevin. On a team with more weapons, he can focus on the defensive end more. We saw that with Kevin Garnett, who won his Defensive Player of the Year award his first season in Boston. Last season, the trade request for Anthony Davis became public, a $50,000 fine when his agent confirmed it. A tough situation for him and New Orleans.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Clippers with the ball, trailing by 13.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a third foul this early.
And a minutes restriction last season for Anthony Davis. There was talk, Smitty, of shutting him down completely.
The league said no, Kevin. The fans, he's still a fan favorite in New Orleans, and they paid their money to see him in large part. Now a new team, hopefully it works out for everybody.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
What I appreciate about Harrell is how hard he's worked on his skill set. The jumper, the post moves, and the passing.
These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. And take a look at Green. Second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Took him no time at all on that one. Leonard's got 5 now.
Off the catch, Leonard with the quick trigger. Nothing but money.
Here's Williams. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis down low. Harrell on him. The 9-foot shot. And too long on the shot. Clippers trail by 9. Beverly the pass to Harrell. Outside, George. Williams kicks to George. Shot clock at 5. Here's Beverly. He gets that one.
You see the quickness of Beverly. Blinding speed in the inside.
Lakers leading by 7. LeBron dishes to Davis. Over Harrell. Here's Rondo. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Green comes in for Leonard. Landry Shamet's checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Patrick Beverly. To the middle, here's Cousins. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel. And the Lakers lead by 8.
This is the look you want. High percentage. DeMarcus putting himself in a position to succeed.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And he commits the intentional foul.
It was a busy rookie season for Landry Shamet. He got off to a hot start in Philadelphia, but was traded near the deadline to the Clippers. Slotted in as a starter there and looked great.
That free throw, no good. And last year for Shamet, even with the trade from Philadelphia, that is still very productive.
Reason why the shooting from outside is what jumps out at you. Rarely do you ever see a rookie come in and shoot over 40% from deep like Shamet did.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And there's another turnover by the Lakers.
And let's check out some stats for McGee. A very nice season for him last year. 3rd in shooting percentage and one of the great shot erasers in our game, providing the last line of defense. How about top 5 in the league for blocks?
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to Shamet. The shot, no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Daniels kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to Daniels. Zubac against Cousins. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George.
Take a break.
Nobody saw that coming.
Took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding a trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
So, Steve, the league has done a pretty good job of curbing player altercations. Some guys, always though, it seems, are going to be ready to go toe-to-toe and will not back down.
Patrick Beverly, Kevin, Draymond Green, James Johnson, those guys come to mind. They are ready to go from the tip. They are ready to go.
They now take the lead, and the Clippers lead by 1. The Lakers have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. The pass to McGee, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And that one drops for him. Cousins has got his second bucket of the night.
This is what you get from Cousins, a big man who can catch, face up, and deliver.
Clippers shooting to start this game off about 41% from the floor. Here's Shamet. The teardrop falls in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Passes it to McGee. Over Green. Misses off the right iron.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Cook looking it over. Stolen by Zubac. George with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. And so they foul intentionally. The Clippers have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
At the line, your Clippers.
That free throw good from George.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
No good on the second free throw. Lakers trail by 4. Cousins, the pass to Cook. Puts up a 3, sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
.124 left in the first. Up top, Lynn. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Cook. Again, the Lakers.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
Here's George. That one, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. To the right side. Green with the block.
One of JaMychal's strengths is his shot blocking. Whether he's down low or on the perimeter, he gets up quickly.
And here's Lynn. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 1. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Tries again. 6 on the shot clock. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Back to McGee. Over Green. What a play. Simply cranes it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Lakers on top. They lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2000.
My inspiration really came from my mother, her.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
Recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Shamet and George at the 2 and the 3. JaMychal Green is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Lin in at the point. And the first one at the line is good. And George drops them both. Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting three.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more three-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the three. Work on your game and what's best for you.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. LeBron against Leonard. Low block shot. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from James.
That's the right strategy. Get the ball to LeBron. Let him go to work.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Bradley. They get it back. Chalk up 2 there. Zubac has got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
LeBron dishes to Davis. Back to LeBron. That 3 off the mark.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down 1 in the first.
Lin kicks to Shamet. Here's the 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight, and they double up Cousins. Cook the pass to James. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Lin. How he did last season. Put up about 9 points per, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
Davis, the pass to Kuzma. Over Beverly. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Kuzma.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th foul, and we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
The Lakers making a switch here. Green's checked in. Harrell down low. He's guarded by Davis. Great D that time from Davis.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Beating everyone to the board, using his length, his skill set, the big fella AD, getting it done.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. High, arcing shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Beverly's got his 2nd bucket.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Pass to LeBron. And stolen by Williams. To the inside. And that one's good. Beverly's got 4 points this quarter.
When he's not shooting threes, you'll find Patrick Beverly at the rim.
James in the post. Leonard's there. Clippers leading by 5. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
That free throw good from Leonard. Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking.
Williams, that's good. And now a 10-point Clipper lead.
In attack mode pretty much every game we see him. This time, Williams getting it done in transition.
Bradley passes to Kuzma. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Davis. And the shot goes in. Davis has got 6.
Nice body control. I like that Davis kept his composure after taking the hit.
Beverly with the ball. He has 6. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Harrell. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. Inside. And it's Green with the jam.
And don't let Green's skill game confuse you. He can rise up and finish around the rim with the best in the business.
Here's Kuzma. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Back to Green. Bradley, that's for 2. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Bradley's got his first basket of the night.
You see the confidence. As Bradley matures, he needs less space to get off his shot.
And it's good for 2. And the Clippers lead by 12.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
LeBron kicks to Kuzma. Green passes to LeBron. And that one hits back iron.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Kuzma. Rebound by the Clippers. Green's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Williams passes to Leonard. The three-pointer off the mark. Lakers trailed by 14. LeBron kicks to Davis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. On lately, we have seen star players changing teams more often. Shorter contracts. Player options. Smitty, is there any downside to any of that?
You know, I think the downside is from a fan standpoint, you get invested in a player and he's moved in like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be where if a player wants to sign a longer-term contract with the organization, that should be a rule in play. But right now with these shorter contracts and player options, there's going to always be a lot of movement.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. Outside, George. For the 3. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And LeBron throws it down hard.
And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
Now here's Beverly. 12 12 points for him. Pass to Leonard. Releases. Offensive rebound. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Poked loose. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
Lakers trail by 15. And it's LeBron missing.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Bucket is good. Beverly's got 18 points in the game.
More of a streak shooter than a volume scorer, Patrick has been on fire tonight.
Rondo passes to Davis. Outside, Green. 5 to shoot. Lakers passing it around with the fadeaway. Count it. And that's now 11 points for Anthony Davis.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all 3 levels.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Now the pass to Leonard. It's good from long range. Leonard's got 8 here in the quarter.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, you talk about someone who's an absolute piranha on defense, and that is Patrick Beverly. He gives you no room to get comfortable and is a thorn in his assignment side.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Landry Shamet comes in for Williams. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Patrick Beverly. Kept alive, passes to Daniels. Kicks to Cook. Down low, here's Cousins. Shoots over Zubac. Here's Davis. And finally they hit one. Davis has got 13.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, you have to admire the aggressiveness of Lin, constantly looking to draw the foul on his shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Lin.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And Lin has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend. Gotta run the clock and wait.
Oh my goodness!
Did you see
what a
that
play?
one, Kevin? Unbelievable.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And so it's the Los Angeles. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And taking a look at the... And now with the second half about to get...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Patrick Beverley. He's been playing really well.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Daniels in at the point. Here's Beverley. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And stolen by Harrell.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Kuzma, left side. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Rondo dishes to James. Over George. LeBron, no good. The Clippers shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Got that one up quick. George has got 13.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Williams with the ball. Now Green defending. Leonard. Rebound the Lakers.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Rondo passes to Green. Good on the three-point shot. He has 7.
I love the elevation Danny Green gets on his jumper. Makes him tough to defend from distance.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. George looking over the floor. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. James finds Rondo. Here's Kuzma. Back to James. Misses the 3.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Lob pass to George. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Rondo kicks to Green. Over Williams. Can't hit that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Stolen by Beverley. And they're on the break. Williams can't hit.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Kuzma passes to Green. Over Williams. And again, the Lakers, no good.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Lakers have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Rondo, bounce pass. Here's Davis. And they double up Davis. And a wide open look for Rondo. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Rondo's got 5 points so far. And here's George. 13 points in the game. Takes a 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Rondo kicks to Green. Davis, the pass to Green. Davis against Williams. Clock at 6. Shoots. Rondo's shot is off. Clippers leading by 22. And that one's good. Leonard.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
Rondo against Beverley. Outside, Davis. Back to Rondo. Green taking his time here. Green for 2 points. 9 points in the game so far. The Clippers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And it's Leonard. That's on the assist by Beverley. Beverley's got 4 assists in the game. And the Lakers call time here.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in. And then for the Lakers, JaVale McGee comes in for Davis, and Bradley's subbed in for Danny Green. The shot's good from McGee.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
And with that height, he can get a clean look on any shot at any time.
Here's Beverly. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
Incredible activity from Montrezl Harrell. So many of his points is off the offensive glass.
Here's Kuzma. A second chance effort. Here's McGee, right through the D for the layup. McGee's got 6 points.
And with that matchup doing what he was able to do there, just muscling inside, he's not going to have a lot of problems.
And it's Beverly missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's good. And that's now 7 points for Rajon Rondo.
And Rondo with the tough contested jumper. Stay focused on that one.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Leonard's got the ball. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Tipped away. Leonard against James. Pass to Kuzma. James left side. Shoots over Leonard. Off target on the 15-footer. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Here's McGee. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. McGee's got 6 in the quarter.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And they pick up 2.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Landry Shamet comes in for Green. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Patrick Beverly. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope comes in for James. Daniels, he's checked in for Bradley. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Lakers have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Here is Cook, defended by Lin. Here's Caldwell Pope, takes the 12-footer and hits. Caldwell Pope's got his first points of the night.
And truth is, I like what the defense does there, but KCP with the high release, undeterred.
Lin from long range, rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Cook. Some solid defense there from Lin.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
And really, Lin has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Pass to McGee. Caldwell Pope outside. Cousins against Leonard. Clock at 4. Stolen by George. And now the fast break. George with the ball.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react. All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard. Coming off a terrific season. He averaged about 26 points a game last year. 7 rebounds and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Daniels passes to Cousins. And the rejection by Zubats. And the pass to Shamet. Unloads. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Cousins, Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Cook. But they recover it.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And the rejection by Zubats. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Clippers with the ball. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Well, Ivica Zubats may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubats does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time. It sometimes takes more than one defender to help alter the shot when he's that close inside.
Shamet kicks to Zubats. And that one, good. Zubats has got 6 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Passes it to McGee. Stolen by Zubats. Left side, Leonard. From the arc. The Lakers with the rebound.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Cook, the pass to Caldwell Pope. He kicks to Daniels. Shoots over Shamet. That's tipped. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. And it's Shamet missing. And the Lakers with another turnover here.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Landry Shamet, also Jeremy Lin out there. It's Kabengele at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And that one's good, Daniels.
And you look at Cousins attacking the defense with the pass, understands each aspect of his role in this offense.
Here's Lin, and the rejection by Cousins. Fast break, the Lakers, and he makes that one. Saw this the other day, Steve. The NBA now helping to create the Basketball Africa League. 12 teams from across that terrific continent. I think it's pretty exciting.
It is. This is an incredible story. Great for the sport and great for the people of Africa.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Troy Daniels. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Kabengele. Sinks the three-pointer. Kevin Kelly's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Nifty move. And the layup good by Cousins.
Taking the hit, completing the play, something DeMarcus has done his entire career at a high level.
Lynn finds Shamet. Fires the three. Lynn's shot is off.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Daniels, and another basket for the Lakers.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Pass to Cousins. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Robinson's checked in for the Clippers. The Lakers also with a sub. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Cook. And so Lynn will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kevin Kelly passes to Harkless. Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their calls.
You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles, and we always want to talk about it. We're coaches and executives and players, the plays they miss, and I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in.
Up top, Cousins. There's the dish to Caldwell Pope. Fires from deep. Rondo can't get it to go. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.